Good morning, everyone. Thank you so very much for joining us. We all like a little sauna in the morning, so we get to start off with that. And this perfect day, right? Always perfect day here in the city of Savannah. We thank you all for coming for the Truman Linear Park Trail Phase 2B, a more than $8 million project to connectivity for walking, running, biking, a little bit of everything. We have our mayor with us, Van Johnson, behind me. We welcome him and are excited to have him with us, along with Linda Wilder-Bryan, the district alderwoman for District 3, who is on her way. I believe she's about a block away right now. And then just across the Truman in District 4, Nick Palumbo has joined us as well. Our city manager is Jay Melder, and our assistant city manager is Heath Lloyd. We also have with us Bike Walk Savannah. Where's Kayla Brown? I saw her here. We thank you so very much for joining us, who's done a wonderful job with connectivity here in the city of Savannah. Roger Moss from the school board is up here with us. And I see, where did John Hall go? Former alderman here, the 3rd District. John Hall is with us as well. Thank you very much for joining us for this special day. Capital Projects, Tina Bachhold and her crew over at the Tide to Town project. Thank you all for what you're doing. JHC Corporation is the contractor on this project. So with that, we will get things started, and I believe we will start with you, Mayor, as we await District 3 Alderwoman Linda Wilder-Bryan. Mayor Van Johnson.
Thank you and good morning. Savannah will be a safe, environmentally healthy, and economically thriving community for all. Someone say all. All of its citizens. We know that it is safe for some, but not all. We know that it's environmentally healthy for some, but not all. We know it's economically thriving for some, but not all. And the equity piece is until we get to all. And until we get to all, then we have plenty of work to do. And so we're excited to be here in the greatest city on earth to help break ground on the newest portion as Linda Wilder slows down. Safe, environmentally healthy.
Roll the tape back.
So this is what good government looks like. Particularly when you talk about being able to find ways to do a couple of things. A, to be able to help create ways for people to be independent. Secondly, to help provide dignity. Thirdly, to provide connectivity and make sure that access to this city is accessible to all. These are the types of plans that we want to execute, and we're excited to continue this today. When completed, this urban trail will be a 30-mile circle around the city, connecting neighborhoods to each other with a protected walking and biking trail. You will be able, for the first time in our 291-year history, be able to ride your bike from the south side to the historic district safely, circumventing traffic. And so for us, that is an incredible initiative because we think that you can live in Savannah and not have to own a car. Right? And we want y'all a bike. Right, Paula? And walk. I'm going to drive a little bit more than I bike or walk, but we can have the opportunity to have choice, and this provides choice. We have seen similar projects revitalize neighborhoods in other places, and so we know that this model continues to work. And we know that if we invest the time, if we invest the effort, if we invest the funds, we can tear down economic barriers and connect our city like it's never been connected before. And that's what this is all about. Right here, providing a safe means to bring our community together by tearing down the barriers that previously separated us and building beautiful new trails. Certainly, we have worked hard together as a council to help make this happen. Certainly thanks to Alderwoman Linda Wilder-Bryan in the 3rd District for continued support of this, to all of our city council. Every member of city council has been very engaged and involved in this project, and so I thank all of them for that. Also, Team Savannah. The vision means nothing if there's no one to carry out the vision. So all of Team Savannah, would you please wave your hands, and the rest of us, let's give them a big round of applause. We are all hands on deck on this, particularly our city manager, Jay Melder, our capital project director, Christy Lawrence. Y'all show some love for Christy. Director of Urban Planning, Bridget Liddy. Where is she? No, y'all clap for her anyway. Our Todd the Town Chief Project Manager, Tina Buckhold. Tina. And to the greatest team of civil servants on earth that helped make this and continue to make this the greatest city on earth. More to come. This continues as a journey for us, and we continue on that journey. Thank you for joining us to be a part of it.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Janice Grabowski from the school board is with us next to Paula. Say hello. Another one of our elected officials here. Now, the only thing missing a few minutes ago were sirens and horns blaring as someone sped in to join us today. We are so excited to have Linda Wilder-Bryan, the district alderwoman, with us.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm gonna do like my boss do. I'm gonna take it a personal privilege to tell you I was not late. I was over at Stillwell Tower, was taking care of my elder babies today. But I want to tell you how, and I'm ready to walk. I want to tell you how excited it is to be in front of so many people who know that a healthy Savannah is a better Savannah. Let me hear you say healthy Savannah.
Healthy Savannah.
Third district.
Third district.
So I'm late, and so they're telling me you only got 2 more seconds that you can say anything. I'm grateful. I'm pleased. Mr. Lennon, I want y'all, he is the president of Holly Heights. And that amazing garden, it's because of him and partnerships. Partnerships work. They were able to get a grant from Home Depot. So we want to tell you that in the third district, we continue to work together, because working together is the difference in not working at all. And so when you work a lot, you get a lot. I'm not fumbling from words. I'm just telling you that it's an amazing city. Great things are happening in this city. Thank you for everybody, and thank you for calling me and saying, where you at? So I came speeding in to make that appearance so that y'all will know that.
Not speeding. Moving with a purpose. Moving
Hold on,
swiftly.
hold on. I stand corrected. Moving with a quick purpose. God is so good. You are so good. We're going to continue to do what we're doing. We're going to connect communities together. Let me hear you say connect communities together.
Connect communities together.
Because that's what it's about. We're working towards being proactive instead of reactive. And it's amazing how Team Savannah is doing all the things that we said we were going to do. We're going to continue to do that. We're going to make sure that the hostess city is hosting us and making sure that we do all the things that create and change the quality of life. And this is going to create a big difference in the quality of life. We're going to get rid of some of these visceral areas. We're going to make sure we eat healthy, but we're going to have a plan. And our strategic plan, stop laughing because this is real. This is real. We're going to make sure we continue to do all the things that make a community whole. Y'all going to keep my feet to the fire. I'm going to keep y'all feet to the fire too, because the reaction is a chain reaction. And when we continue to do all of these things, and I know it's hot, but I still got 2 more seconds, and I love a captive audience. So I'm going to back out of this hole, but I want you to know that life is real, health is real, and when we do the things that take care of our mental and physical body, we can do all the work that is needed to make Savannah great. I remain your humble servant, and I remain so excited about the things that I've not finished, and we're going to do something about the lessons too, aren't we?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. I praise God for all of y'all. I'm thankful for all of y'all. Amen, amen, amen. Watch God be God.
Thank you, Alderwoman. Our leader in the city of Savannah is our captain, our chief, Jay Melder.
Thank you, thank you. Let's give it up to Ken Slats. The best in the business, the best in the business. I have the best city management job in the nation. Not only because this is the most beautiful, most diverse, most fun city in America, but it's also because I work for 9 of the greatest bosses that you could ever have that make sure that we have the vision, your vision, to get the things done in this city that you want, that you need, that you know is going to improve your quality of life. It's going to make your children want to come back and have a job and continue to build this city, just like Savannahans have done for the last 300 years. So I'm really proud to be a part of this team, really proud to be a part of this project. And the mayor and Alderwoman Linda Wilder Bryant stole all of my talking points, but I'm going to thank more people. But I want to say, as we embark on breaking ground on Truman Trail part Phase 2B, and that stands for me, to be completed very soon. Let's take this opportunity not only to celebrate where we are now with Tied to Town and our ability to connect communities and our ability to move ourselves and others, not just by a vehicle. And I'll say, Alderwoman Bryant, coming from our workshop on Thursday, this looks like a really great area for some speed bumps. Maybe there and right there.
I'll get on that.
Thank you. But let's take this opportunity to think bigger, not just, let's not stop at Tied to Town, Alderman Palumbo. How about Bay Street to the beach?
Woo-woo.
How about Bonaventure to Bloomingdale? How about Pooler to the Daffin Park pool? Let's connect our entire region with the pathways and the infrastructure that we know we need for our future, and that we know what we need to continue to grow and be a community with the best quality of life anywhere in America. So let me just say, one, thank you to City Council for their vision on this. This project wouldn't be possible without the really hard work to be able to get new authorization for our hotel motel tax dollars and raise those 2 cents. This Tied to Town, which is really a community asset, is going to be paid in large part by our tourism industry. And that's thanks to our mayor and council with their vision and their hard work to get those 2 cents done. So this project was a dream before we got some dedicated funding. So thanks to that. Thanks to the American Rescue Plan, which also provided really valuable dollars to this. Thank you to our core MPO and GDOT who've put money into this. And thanks to Savannah taxpayers who in last year's budget put more than $3 million into our capital projects to continue this Tied to Town work. This specific phase, Truman Trail Phase 2B, is going to be $8.2 million when it's all done, and it's going to run from 52nd Street at B Road, it's right up here, all the way to Derenne at Jenkins High School, and really start that connection for all of our 30 schools and our 3 hospitals all the way from Tied to Town. So let me again thank some very important people. One, I want to thank the leadership team at the City of Savannah, Heath Lloyd, our Assistant City Manager, Chief Gunther and Chief Kitchen, who do an amazing job with public safety, Chief Taffney Young, Chief Gene at Government Operations, Ron Feldner at Water Resources, Fada Massimo at Planning and Urban Development, of course Brett Bell over Innovation and Public Affairs. I want to thank our capital construction team, Christy Lawrence, Doug, Tina, fantastic job for everything that you're doing. Of course, Bridget Liddy and our urban planning department. But also want to thank our partners. GDOT's here. Samuel Williams is here. Thanks. Let's give GDOT a big hand. They're doing a whole lot in our area, and we welcome it. Our engineers on the project, Diane's here from Thomas and Hutton. Thanks, Diane. We've got our contractor, JHC Corporation, Chad and Adam are with us, and as well as our partners and visionaries in our Tied to Town efforts, Kayla Brown, who you'll be hearing from, and Armand Turner. So it's so good to have all of our partners right here at Holly Heights, one of the best neighborhoods in Savannah, to celebrate this remarkable, groundbreaking, and a really wonderful amenity for all of Savannah. So thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Jay. We are here in District 3, and more specifically in the Holly Heights neighborhood, and the association president, Anthony Lonan Sr. Let's give him a big round of applause, because he's responsible for one of the best gardens I think we can see here in the city of Savannah. Mr. Lonan?
Okay, good morning, and thanks to everyone again for coming out. We really appreciate it. And I'm just going to say a few words about the community garden and how it got started. This garden was started in 2014 by a young man named Eli Arnold. He was in the military. He had 4 daughters, and when his wife was pregnant with his 5th daughter, she decided she wanted to be a midwife. So he got out of the military and they went to Iowa. And so Miss Lynette Allen, she was over the community garden there, and she used to pass by my house. I stay right here on the corner where the banana trees are, and she used to admire my garden. So she asked me if I would take it over. So I've been the head gardener down here for the last 8-9 years. And the garden wasn't doing good. We had very little participation. It was going down. It was only me and Miss Joyce Cleland, which she's not here this morning. She has a doctor's appointment. But she brought this young lady to my house, Lisa Runsfeld. I know some of you know her. She has a neighborhood associate. She has a nonprofit organization called Hello Neighbor. And she wanted to try to get the neighborhood association going again. And I told her then, I said, well, I got too much going on. I don't want to get involved. Well, she was persistent. She kept coming. And she actually caught me down here at the community garden one day. And I was telling her about how the garden was going down and we needed funds to redo the garden. And she said, I know how to write grants. I said, okay, that's great. So I said, let me get back with the lady at the city because they have someone else there now and get a direction on where we need to go. And so she told me to call the guy at Home Depot because they was working with Home Depot and Lowe's, the city was, to help redo the community gardens. And the guy at Home Depot, the first thing he asked me was, do you have a neighborhood association? And we had just got it started back up. It wasn't 4 months. And we had a neighborhood association started back up. He said, do you have a nonprofit organization? I said, yeah, Miss Lisa, she has a nonprofit organization. He says, is she 501c certified? I said, yes, she is. Does she have insurance? I said, yes, she does. He said, well, send her the paperwork and I'll see what we can do. So she sent all the paperwork in. I didn't have to do anything. And I didn't know that day that the Lord was sending me an angel. But he was. And she did everything. And the paperwork went in, and the guy called me back. He said, man, you got a $5,000 grant from Home Depot. He said, by the way, are you a veteran? I said, yes, I am. He said, let me call you back tomorrow. So he called me back the next day. He said, you're getting $7,000 because you're a veteran. He said, Home Depot likes to look out for veterans. So we got a $7,000 grant from Home Depot with the volunteers from Home Depot and volunteers from the neighborhood. We were able to rebuild a neighborhood garden right here as you see it today with a lot of volunteers and a lot of donations from people in the neighborhood, from friends and family, from Hester and Zipper, and Economy Feed and Seed. So everyone participated, and this is what you see now, and we just starting. We are just starting. And the walking trail coming down here, I'm hoping that the city will get involved to help us, to help beautify this area more, because the city is about to put a retention pond right here in this area where we're standing right now. And we don't want a hole in the ground. We want a beautified retention pond if they put it down here. And other than that, that's all I got to say. I'm just glad you guys came out. I'm glad that for the participation from the people from the garden, my good friend right here, Oliver, Karina, Mr. Roberts. It's a few residents that have boxes in the garden. A lot of people couldn't show up because they were working or they had other commitments. But I appreciate you guys having this down here today, because since they've been working on the lessons and there's been a lot of detouring going through here, a lot of people have been stopping by the garden. They didn't even know it was down here. And we have a little playground in the back here. And I'm hoping that city would help us do something with that playground to help beautify this area and put in a playground. Yes, I like a captive audience. You hear you? I know you're advocating for us. I know you are. Okay. It's getting hot and I'm a sweater, so I'm going to close right here. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you guys for coming out.
Thank you, Mr. Londen. Much appreciated. Kayla Brown is the Bike Walk Savannah, and we certainly are lucky to have her in the city of Savannah. She is one of the best advocates that we have for biking and walking and projects like this one. So it certainly hits home with Kayla Brown. Kayla?
Thank you, Slats. Thank you, everyone who's joined us here today for the groundbreaking of Truman Linear Park Trail Phase 2B. From the board, supporters, and members of Bike Walk Savannah, Friends of Tide to Town, and Healthy Savannah, we extend our thanks to the mayor, aldermen and alderwomen, and city staff for their support and work on 2B. If you're on the board or a member of Bike Walk Savannah, Healthy Savannah, or Friends of Tide to Town, can you just raise your hand real quick? So we have a lot of support here right now, and we couldn't have advocated for and continued this project without those folks. This segment is an important part of the Tide to Town network and serves as a path towards more activity-friendly routes to everyday destinations and create a connected community. Once complete, this section will provide a safe, separated path for people walking, biking, and rolling from Derenne to 52nd Street, creating an accessible connecting point for residents of neighborhoods east of the Truman Parkway, which really hasn't been seen before. And in hopefully less than 2 years, countless residents will be able to walk, bike, roll, and run from Lake Mare on the south side to Daffin Park on a fully separated path, and then run from Daffin Park to downtown Savannah on dedicated facilities, opening up countless neighborhoods and residents and visitors to both transportation and recreation choices. I'd like to thank former executive directors of Bike Walk Savannah, Frank McIntosh and John Bennett, who's here, for their countless years of advocacy towards this project, as well as former board chairs Drew Wade, William McIntosh, and current chair Michael Edwards, who's over here, as well as Healthy Savannah's Paula Chrysler and Armand Turner. We couldn't get this work done without everybody. And thank you to Nick Deffley. I saw him arrive, I think. But thank you. Hi, Nick. Thank you, Nick, who has championed this project for many years at the city, whether or not it was actually his job to do so. He was always a huge supporter. Through work with organizations like Healthy Savannah and Friends of Tide to Town, this project has become a reality, and we look forward to continuing that collective effort. Paths like these provide safe, stress-free places to walk, bike, and roll, and we're thankful for the city's support of people of all modes of transportation. So thank you.
June 2026. Everybody say June 2026. We're going to be right back here. June 2026. Mark your calendars now. June 2026, right? Right? All right.
Thank you, Mayor. We're going to move the podium now. We've ended things here, and then we'll put the shovels in the ground. I see we have the safety vests over here and some hats. Mayor and the rest. Mr. Lonan, of course, you're going to turn a shovel as well to help us start. All right? Thank you all for coming. We appreciate it.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!